So guys, it's This Recovers, and today we're going to discuss how to take care of yourself. Well, a lot of people are always trying to take care of somebody else. They're trying to see how they can help somebody else at all costs, and they forget about themselves. I know recently there was somebody that spoke about how they stay stuck with their past girlfriend and boyfriend. Don't want to put them on blast, but they were saying how they were stuck there because they didn't want to let them go, because they thought they could suicide, or they could have done something really harmful to themselves, but they were harming themselves as well. They were trying to change their life, and they weren't able to do that because they were held back by somebody else that really didn't care of anybody. And you could have got that person help. You could have tried to talk to them and take it to a better place, but you also got to see for yourself. You got to see what do you need. A lot of people get stuck with the friends that are very negative, and they can bring you down. Just somebody else's words could bring your standards down. So you got to bring your standards higher. You got to bring up, because not everybody's average. You're not average. You got to think that you're over average, above average. You're not the mediocre person that everybody thinks about. So you got to set your standards higher. If somebody else brings your standards higher to yourself, just lets you know that, hey man, you know what, you're a genius, and your standards just automatically, they get higher because you're trying to satisfy that other person. And the people that put you down can keep you down just by what they're saying about you, and you're thinking, you're believing it, so it could bring yourself down. So this is how we got to take care of ourselves. We got to see what we can do to achieve our goals, how we can progress in life and get away from these negative people. And I know that you're thinking, well, I'm gonna be alone. Well, isn't it better to be alone than to be with somebody that's holding you back, that's holding you down from your goals? Somebody that's putting you down, keeping you to a lower standard, than for you to raise your life and raise the bar and start succeeding in life. Because you're thinking you're a failure, because you're thinking you want to help this person, you don't want to leave this person alone, but this whole time you're holding yourself back, and then you're going to regret it later in the future. When you're older, you're going to be like, man, I could have done so many things, and here I was. And that other person's just going to whatever, they might see the light and change, and then you're stuck there. So it's time to think for ourselves and how we can better ourselves. Sometimes we got to ask these questions. We got to ask ourselves. I know there's a person that really special. He introduced me to a book that is asking ourselves that question, a question behind a question, and it really makes you think. What can I do to succeed? What can I do better? What is it that I need to do to accomplish my goals? And if anything in life happens, situations, what can I do? So it's not about blaming others, it's how you're going to take responsibility to do this. Because we all have that answer, and we just got to seek within us to find a solution. And a lot of times we just got to ask the right question, and we'll know it. Sometimes you got to ask that question to somebody else so you can help them out. Just asking that question. It's all about the question so they can answer this. That's another way that we help a lot of people in just around the world. You could be a cashier, you could be a bartender, you can be hostess, you could be at a hotel. It doesn't matter what you do, but if you ask the other person, hey, how are you doing today? And they might be upset and be like, well, what the fuck? Fuck you. And oh yeah, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. So what's troubling you? You just gave that person the opportunity to speak out, and that person might let you might spit everything out, whatever's going in their life, and you can ask them, well, what can you do to overcome this challenge in your life at this time? And they're gonna think about it, and you might help them out. Some people won't. Some people just take off. But at least you did your part. You were able to help them. Okay, so we might not help that person at that one time, at that special moment, but later on they're gonna start thinking, and then they're gonna be like, oh shoot, that person was right. And it's the same thing that we can do for our families, our loved ones, ourselves. Sometimes you're going through a struggle and you can ask yourself, well, what can I do to overcome this? Or call someone and tell them, hey, you know what, I'm really going through a difficult time. And I'm going to ask myself this question. Let me share this with you. And you can overcome anything. You can figure out things that you didn't know you could. So these are things that we got to ask ourselves. How can I better myself? How can I assist myself to overcome the challenges that we get in life? And you might just be surprised of the answers that you got. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for today. Talk to you guys next time. Laters.